Yo, what's up, guys? SK here, and this video is brought to you by our sponsors. JK, we have none. Anyway, on to the video. So we do have a new event, the Starfish Collection event, that I wanted to talk about real quick before I get into the actual video. Now, when you get into this event, you want to see the prizes. You're going to go directly for the restoration because that's the best prize there is. But I'm going to need you to go ahead and not buy anything else on this thing aside from the restoration piece, and then put everything else into gold. This is going to be your gold farm. Use it because this probably won't come around again for a while, to be honest. Use this, abuse this, farm gold every chance you get. You get them from Kairos, you get them from doing field bosses. So you should be doing one of each field boss every day. And then doing your essence runs, of course, and doing your path of growths. I mean, it's just the value is just there. Like, what is it? Well, if you have the battle pass, the summoner's pass, if you want to call it that, you're gonna get 6 every 3 runs. It's perfect. Like, you don't even get the amount that you get from doing the path of growth normally without the bonus in 3 runs. So, like, it's definitely gonna be a worth thing to get. Now, on to the actual video that we are supposed to be here doing, which I am screwing up dramatically on the other screen right now. Give me 1 second to switch over. Not that one. What is this one? So we have some adjustments that are going to be happening in the next patch that is coming up. Usually they put out these adjustments beforehand so people will know about it. So when we get the next update, I think it's going to be the next update. Yeah, it's going to take place the first update. It says it right here. I'm done. But we have some nerfs and buffs coming in for some monsters. This first one, I'm not really sure what the deal is right here, but because it says attribute advantage and disadvantage. Before attribute advantage, damage taken down 30%. After attribute advantage, damage taken down 30%. Not sure if that's like a mistranslation or what. Now we have changes to bombs. It's going to affect a lot of monsters. It's going to affect the oracles, wind and dark, the Joker, fire, dark, and water, and all the cobalt bombers except for the dark one, I believe, and then the fire imp champion. Wait, fire champion has bombs? What? Anyway, I haven't even looked at them. So before, if you use the bomb, ignores the target if the target already has a bomb. Wait, ignores bomb if the target already has a bomb after a certain period. And then after, it's going to be explodes pre-existing bomb if the target already has a bomb. Removes delay upon exploding. Okay. So generally, whenever you pretty much can pop bombs on top of bombs now. You're going to cause the previous bomb to explode. That's what I'm understanding. And then bomb explosion. Explodes bomb immediately if the target has a bomb. Explodes the bomb on the target immediately. Increase the amount of bomb damage to the target takes proportion to the time left before detonation. 6% per second. Wow, that's actually pretty good. And that's going to affect the Wind Oracle, Fire Captain, and Fire Cobalt Bomber. Ignore beneficial effect. This change is going to hurt a lot of people. Deals damage that ignores beneficial effects. Ignores all beneficial effects on the target. And what is changed to is deals damage that ignores target's beneficial effects that reduce damage taken, invincibility, shield, defense up, etc. Now, endure and soul protection are now excluded. So you won't be able to kill Cleefs anymore using Karambit. Or what's her name? The Water Magic Knight. Lupinus, I think it is. And then, of course, the other things here, the Dark Cowgirl, the Dark Sky Dancer, and the Water Martial Cat. I'm not sure if anybody actually used the Water Martial Cat since they gave us Karambit for free. The Dark Cowgirl is definitely a use because of the yeah, she's definitely gonna be missed because of because she's useful in the light expedition. So there's kind of no point to get her after this. Use her in the light expedition, except for the fact that she takes up 2 slots immediately on her own. It hurts. It sucks. So we're gonna need a buff blocker now for the light expedition permanently, or a buff remover, which I have Pra, so that works out. Okay, so death denial, ignoring damage endure, and okay, so that makes sense too. So it works out for the Wind Pioneer, Wind Lich, Light Mystic Witch. Oh wow. Oh, that's a big buff. This one right here is a big buff. Jeez. I have a Wind Lich, so that's all I can actually worry about. So you pretty much get an execution on targets that have endure and soul protection, and it just ignores those completely. Like it doesn't care about those at all. So they won't revive. Oh, that's perfect. And also, they changed endure. I'm not sure it was what the changes. I saw it earlier, but anyway, unrevivable new harmful effect does not revive when defeated while having the effect, and that's added to Fire Mermaid, or rather, yeah, added to Fire Mermaid. All right, so on to the basic changes for every monster that's going down the list. The Magic Knight, Light and Dark and Water. Light's going to have it to where mana cost and mana cooldowns decrease. The number of removals are decreased as well from Blade of Flood. Dark, Gravity Shot, improvement on the pull and area of attack. Damage increased, rate increased, and removal added. Wow, okay. And the Water's Frozen Body Chainsaw Recovery does not stack with multiple attacks. That's a nerf. That's a hard nerf. That sucks. The Dark Panda and the Water Panda also get work on them. For the Dark Panda's basic attack, change trigger condition to for sequential attack. And then the Almighty Strength changed trigger condition for sequential attack as well. The Water Panda, Ultimate Reckless Assault. This is going to only affect the ultimate, I'm guessing then. Continuous recovery added. That's decent, I guess. I think I have a Water Panda. I'm not sure. And then the Sky Dancer's also getting some work as well. The light and dark and fire and wind. Oh wow, that's actually a pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy use. We gotta see what the numbers are when they go down. But anyway, for the light blade fan, each hit now has a chance to increase any my summoner's mana if the target is not a summoner. That's okay. I mean, that's cool. And then ultimate charge vitality, mana increase, and applies mana regen speed up. That's a good, like the light and dark monsters in this game are kind of OP. Not gonna lie, very different from Summoner's War. They're OP in Summoner's War, but in here they're just exaggeratedly OP. Now the Dark Sky Dancer, attack down, fixed chance. I guess. I mean, it's on her ultimate included. Okay, not just on the ultimate only. Okay. And the Fire One, the Muse, mana down, mana cost down, and okay. So she's actually now good to use. That's really good. And the Wind one, so the Wind Cha-Sun, the Wind Sky Dancer Cha-Sun was actually really bad to use because her costs were super high. So depending on what the number is down to, these are actually going to be really good to have her as a regular unit. She doesn't have a cleanse though, so she's still outclassed by other units like Annabelle. But she does come with a attack up, and she does balance out HP, so she's still very useful if you don't have any of the other mentioned healers. And then there's going to be some changes to the Sylphs, which I don't know why Sylphs are 5 stars here, but they are, whatever. So we have the Light Sylph getting Cyclone, bleed applied before dealing damage. That's great. Double Cyclone, mana cost down, mana cost and cooldown decreased. That's a good buff. The Dark Mob, Dark Sylph, turbulence damage increased. Wind Cyclone, Wind gets Cyclone, remove beneficial effect. That's decent. I think I have a Wind one. I don't use them, but I think I have one. And the Water Hailstorm damage increased. Decent all around, I guess. Polar Queen, Light, why do we even have these for light and dark monsters? They're so overpowered already. Anyway. So the Light Polar Queen's getting the Aura of Dawn. Her skill is target skill cooldown increase added. Like, why? She already does too much. And then Brutal Order, 70 HP and skill cooldown decrease. Amount decreased. Nerf then. That's definitely a nerf, I think, right there. I'll have to go ahead and look over that. And then for the Wind Polar Queen, Winds of Change, mana up effect added. She was good before, I guess, but I guess she's better now. The Light Joker gets some work himself. No other Jokers are getting any work here. Camouflage removes beneficial effect upon skill hit. Decrease skill cooldown upon successful removal. Okay. And then amputation magic ultimate included. Remove buff effect, skill acceleration to itself, and skill acceleration to target that. Okay, that's cool. Most of these are really like none of these really affect me because I don't have most of these monsters. So I'm kind of uninterested about some of these, but like some of these are really decent buffs, and other ones are kind of just like, I guess if you use them. The Light Mermaid prior attack recovery changed based on attack and max HP. What was it based on before? Let me check the actual game and see what it was based on before. That doesn't make sense to me. Give me 1 second. Light Mermaid. 5-star. Where are you at? Hey, I can't even see if it doesn't. When was it? Bless you. Okay. Song of Sirens recovery rate changed based on attack and max HP, of course. It doesn't say what it's based on the tooltip. So yeah, you won't even be able to see it on tooltip before you get the monster. That's kind of whack. Anyway, moving on. Water, Song of Sirens removes harmful effect if there's no bomb. That's very specific. Fire, Burning Hearts, number of beneficial effects removed, unrevivable, wow, and unrecoverable added. And skill cooldown up deleted. That's a good trade, I guess. And then grant life. I'm guessing this is all around. No, because this one's missing a text right here. Skill cooldown up deleted. Lower the duration of the skill cooldown. That's a good buff. And then for the Wind Mermaid, Air Shield, shield amount increase. That's a good buff as well. Wind Desert Queen, target skill cooldown increase, buff. Light Desert Queen, touch of seduction, damage increased. Some of the Desert Queens are just really strong for no reason too, especially the mage ones. Like, why are you guys even here? Okay, so we have some Beast Monk work. I have a Beast Monk or two. The lower one's defense, defend move, activation chance, and damage increased. Meditate for the fire one, recovery amount increased. Meditate for the wind one, recovery amount increased. Defend for the dark one, activation and damage chance increased. And for the light one, trick of light damage increase. Okay, I wish Kumar would have got some more damage on his trick of fire, but whatever, you know. Water Archangel's blessing defense increased. And the holy water with the ultimate removes harmful effect. I don't have him either, so it doesn't bother me once again. So there's an actual buff for the Fire Pioneer for Chiwu. I think it's Chiwu, right? It should be Chiwu. Target skill cooldown up added and change the removal to after the damage. Wait, change from removal after damage to the damage after removal. Makes more sense with damage after removal. Because you strip, then you deal damage. Perfect. Like, I don't know why it was anyway before that. Anyway, like I don't understand why it was the other way around beforehand. Work on the Monkey King, the Water Monkey King clone attack. Last hit removes without condition. Guessing removes benefits effect without condition, applies invincibility itself upon successful removal. Okay. And then the Water Pirate Captain, time to loot and ultimate included, mana cost and cooldown decreased, damage removed, decreases nearby ally skill cooldown. So they took the damage off of time to loot, I'm guessing? Like, what? I just actually made him because I got him from the arena today. So I can actually take a look at him and see what the deal is with that. Where you at, water guy? I thought I made him today. I leveled him up to 50 already? I did. Okay. Okay, so it does do damage. So they're taking away the damage that he does. So why? Why are they taking away? I don't understand why they're taking away the damage. That doesn't make sense. It's not even that much damage. I mean, he's a night type. So I guess. I mean, he does defense down, and then what else is gonna happen? Decreases allies cooldown. Defense down, decreases. Okay, I guess. I mean, whatever. I don't even use them anyway because, like I said, I have Annabelle. So Annabelle's pretty much the set there. I have Annabelle and Bastet, so doesn't really matter on that point for me. Wind Pirate Strike, Wind Captain's Pirate Strike. Dark Ifrit. We should have gotten Veramos for free. Like, that should have been a thing. Veramos should have been a free unit because he was free in Sky Arena. He was a fusion in Sky Arena. We should have got Veramos as the thing. But in this, Veramos is actually pretty strong. And with this buff, he's going to be a lot stronger. The recovery amount that he gets increases for conversion of magic. I don't have him. I wish I did. But I can tell you he's definitely going to be strong because with the way his heal was set up before, like from looking at it, no. He removes all benefit. What is it? He removes every beneficial effect, right? Let me check that real quick because that could be wrong too. Probably have that labeled wrong. Like they have the Juno's skill labeled wrong. Juno could have been so good too. Like, I don't understand. Right now, Juno's skill 2 effect does not work the way it's supposed to. So yeah. Yeah, Veramos removes all harmful effects from nearby allies. All of them. All of them. Jeez, that's busted. Yeah, he's super strong. Anyway, moving on. Because we don't have him, so I don't have him at least. So the Dark Valkyria, Sword of Promise, immunity duration equals drain. Boo. Wind Valkyrie, Sword of Discharge. I don't have the Wind Valkyrie. I have the Fire Valkyrie from the first battle pass. Jack-o'-lantern Fire, Ghost Appearance, damage increase. Jack-o'-lantern Water, Trickster, Steel Chance increase, buff. Just gonna go down the list and call it buff, nerf, buff, nerf, buff. Light Jack-o'-lantern, long waiting, duration increase, buff. Crappy buff, but buff. Water Raven, Frozen Assault, damage increase, buff. Fire Raven, Wind Raven, Zero Shift, damage increase. Nobody uses the other Ravens, I don't think, to be honest. I haven't seen anyone have a other Raven built besides the Fire Raven. Wind Chimera is getting a damage increase on his Lightning. Occult Girl Wind is getting a damage increase on her Guardian Angel. Water Undine is getting a damage increase on her Aqua Frenzy. She's not even is she a mage type? She's not even a mage type. She should be a support type. Water Effort, Power of Spirit, activation condition change from below certain percent to HP ratio to lethal damage. That's the change to Endure that we're getting. Endure pops on lethal damage now. So yeah. It's gonna make Cleeks a little bit harder to deal with, as well as Water Ifrits. Especially because like you now have to either remove the buff or this is gonna be frustrating. I hate dealing with Cleef so much. Like I stopped doing Battlefield because it was just a team full of Cleefs one time. It was so annoying. And like as an Orbi, I don't have like I have one skill that is a linear skill that shoots straight forward, and if it doesn't like proc on the right thing, it doesn't do anything. So like it'd be good if it removed like all beneficial effects, but only removes one beneficial effect currently. I'm not sure if it removes more at higher levels. I should probably check that out at some point. I should probably check that out right now, actually. That's actually something that's gonna be coming up because they have buffs for the summoners as well, too. You know, it's one beneficial effect all the way through to level 10, which is dumb because it's a linear skill. Like, it has two uses. That's great. But if they have like 15 buffs, which most cleaves carry like 15 buffs, it doesn't matter. Anyway, aside from my anger, so Light Cowgirl, she's getting a buff added to her silver plated bullet. Like the Light Cowgirl is so overpowered. Like she's overpowered in Skyrim, she's overpowered here. I want her, I can't get her. Just like I want Crow, I won't get Crow. Water Fairy, nobody uses because single target healer, not really making sense. But her Purify is getting recovery amount increased. Water Mummy, Frozen Body, changes that it activates at a certain chance upon removing full time. Not seeing a use there, like, to be honest, unless you're running him with like a Frostbite based team for PvP. Now we're getting into the summoners buffs and nerfs. So Kina's skills are, like, there's a list of them getting fixed around. Cleef's getting a bunch of skills fixed around, and Orbi is getting like a dab of work, I guess. Like Orbi gets no love. I feel like Orbi gets no love. Kina gets all the love right here. Like I'm seeing, from what I'm seeing here, bro, I'm just like, I might as well just switch to Kina because they're doing Orbi a dirty. Anyway, Prometheus Fire changed to damage after recovering nearby allies. So instead of damage and then recovering, you do recovery then damage. Double Wind removes 2 beneficial effects instead of 1. That's what Orbia should have gotten. I'm gonna just switch to Kina, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. Light Bless, skill cooldown. Range increased. I don't even understand, like, I'm pretty sure the actual, like, duration, not the duration, the range on this skill is so much better than Orbeez. Anyway, Stardust, HP decrease upon revival, fixed for all levels. It's kind of a nerf, I guess. Dark Boost, maximum revives go from 3 to 2. Ally reflect damage added on last hit, so nerf then buff. Buff if you really use reflect damage. I mean, nobody really cares about reflect damage because people still keep swinging at you. Nobody really pays attention when they're fighting someone. They're just gonna keep swinging. Unless you're fighting a freaking cleave. Anyway, Fire Swing, attack up, and so attack up, skill cooldown, AoE increase. That's ridiculous. Like, I might as well just go be a Kina, bro. Ice Swing, AoE, attack speed, AoE increased. Green Swing, accuracy up, move harmful effect, AoE increased. Light Swing, recovery up, AoE increased. Like, she's getting so many buffs, like so many good buffs. I just went over her skills previous to this too, and she's just Cleave, Tenacity Keeper, Endure duration decreased. That's the only good thing about this. His Endure is getting decreased. To what? We don't know. We don't know how that's gonna go, but it's still gonna get decreased. That's, which is good regardless, because he stays alive too long. Like, I can knock him down to the point where they would die, but that Endure pops, and then I'm just sitting there waiting for it to go away if I miss my skill 2 on them. It's ridiculous. Activation condition change below from HP ratio to lethal damage. So it's gonna pop when he's about to die, and then he's probably gonna have like a good 50 seconds left again. I hate it here. Lava attack damage increased, fire shield attack up to itself added, I guess. Dark double attack endure duration decreased. Wait, does he have? Okay, I'm not gonna get into that. Dark blow changed endure effect to crisp. I feel like this is what the issue was here. Let me get on my cleave real quick. Holy phone. No, I'm in the middle of doing repeats. Never mind. Screw that. I'll check later. Okay, so Orbia, Firebolt, burn duration increase added. Whoop-de-doo. Firestorm, last hit damage increase. It sometimes feel like they want you to play Orbia as a burn character, because like burn is useful. Like, it's really useful in this game, except against, you know, the freaking fire boss. But Burn is so useful. I feel like they want you to play Orbi as a burn thing, but her wind side is just so much more better. Defense down, branding, even though it's a times one branding every like what 30 seconds or something like that. But still it has defense down on the three hit chance. Like I mean I run Annabelle, but it's a lot of work to think on this right now. Thunderstrike, random range decreased, damage increased. What is Thunderstrike? Is that the skill 3? I'm on my Orbia right now. That's Green Storm. Yes, so they're reducing the range on my defense down. We're getting shafted, bro. Oh, I hate it here. And then Dark Storm, unrecoverable duration decreased. Why does this even happen? Like I use her for that sometimes, but not all the times. But it's useful, you know? And now it's getting decreased. This is the worst. This is the worst. I was gonna say some words just now. Yeah, this is the worst balance judgment, I think, when it comes to these summoners. Orbia is getting no love. Orbia gets all the hate. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go cry into my Orbia's staff. We'll call it staff. I'm trying to pull up my thing so I can close out the video, but I'm doing bad at this right now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And peace out. It's been SK.